In this section, we're going to use GitHub, which is the most popular Git hosting platform. So it's going to host our central repository in the cloud. Now, if you don't use GitHub in your organization, that's perfectly fine. You should still watch the rest of this section to learn how to collaborate with others. So head over to github.com. If you don't have an account, create one. It's free and takes only a few seconds. Just make sure to verify your email before proceeding. So here I'm logged in. Let's create a new repository on the top. All right, first we give our repository a name. I'm going to call this Mars. We can optionally give it a description. Next, we should decide if this repository is going to be public or private. If we mark this as public, anyone on the internet can see this repository. This is useful for open source projects. If we set it as private, we choose who can see and commit to this repository. But to use a private repository, we have to pay. So for this demo, I'm going to go with a public repository. Next, we can initialize this repository with a README file, with a gitignore file, and a license. I'm going to select this README file over here. So GitHub is going to add this file and create the first commit for us. Take a look. So create repository. Here's our repository. Beautiful. Now look at the URL, github.com/your username/your repository. So anyone on GitHub can have multiple repositories. Over here, you can see the current branch, that is master. We have only one branch and 0 tags. In this box, we can see the content of our project. So currently we have only a single file, that is our README file. We can click on this to see its content. Pretty basic. Now let's go back. Here on the top, we can see the latest commit. That is the initial commit that GitHub created. Here's our commit ID, the date time it was submitted, and here we can see the total number of commits. So if we click here, we can see a log of all of our recent commits. So here we can see the commits on the master branch. If we had multiple branches, we could select them here to filter the log. Now to see more details about a commit, we can click on it. So you can see this commit was submitted on the master branch. It was submitted by me about 5 minutes ago. Of course, it actually happened a minute ago, but I had to pause the recording. That is why. Here you can see a summary of the changes in this commit. So we have one changed file with 1 addition and 0 deletions. That means we have added 1 line in this file. Here's the file we're talking about, README. And over here, you can see a diff of this file. All right, now that we have a repository, next I'm going to show you how to add collaborators here.